Today we are going to discuss about the reality of MBA, the reality of life after MBA, and the reality of engineering. We have an engineering professional who has 2 years of experience, and he is an MBA grad as well. This mini podcast is going to be heavy, so make sure that you listen to this full podcast. So hi bro,
Hello.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm too good.
That's really great. So how is your MBA going, bro?
Yeah, it's going really well. But due to online classes and this pandemic has made the MBA life very challenging. We have a lot of issues during online classes and I'm facing difficulties in that.
Okay, bro. So how does this shift happen, bro? Usually people after this engineering go for MTech, MS, even go for MBA. On what basis you came for MBA?
Like if you see, every engineer or an employee becomes manager at certain point. So I decided that after gaining some experience, I will do MBA and directly I will jump into a manager kind of thing. So I decided that it's better to do MBA rather than MTech to become a good, great manager.
Beautiful, bro. So how was the life in engineering for you, bro?
Life in engineering, it was very challenging because 8 semesters, lot of subjects, lot of mathematical subjects, it was really challenging. But now in MBA, it is totally opposite of that. I used to enjoy a lot in MBA. The subjects are also very simple and great. So MBA life is very more simple, but the engineering life is full of challenges and I love challenges.
That's great, bro. So there are various specializations in MBA like marketing, finance, logistics, HR, operations. Which specialization is best or which specialization pays the best? Because this is a question which is among all the students who are going to opt for MBA. This is the question. What do you say?
For engineering, I personally prefer doing operations management will be the best because all the subjects are related something or the other with the engineering. So it will be very helpful to become a great manager when it comes to production. Whereas for BCom graduates, they can opt for finance and other things. So I feel that for engineering, operations management will be the best. But when it comes to IIM, they don't have any specialization, directly PGDM. So it is only for those who opt for specialization.
So when you said IIM, this is the name which is in each and everyone who is graduating from UG. It's extremely difficult. It's known that it's extremely difficult to join in IIM because you have to get good scores in CAT, you have to clear the interview, you have to clear the group discussion and everything. So apart from IIM, is it okay to join in other premier B schools?
I personally feel that before joining, you need to check their website about their placement records, talk to alumni, talk to the current batch who are studying there, that how is the placement, how are the teaching techniques and extracurricular activities. Based on that, you can join non-B schools.
Okay, that's really beautiful, bro. So what is the salary after MBA, bro, from a normal B school? And obviously everyone knows that from a premium B school, if you pass out, you'll be getting around 14 lakhs or 15 lakhs per annum. But for a candidate who is passing from a normal B school, what salary he can expect? If he is having good skills, if he is having good certifications in his situation, what salary he can expect?
Like if you see during campus placement, it's obvious that in non-premier B schools, the package will be very less, like around 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs. One can't expect more than that. But he can offer off campuses where they can get higher package. Right now, TCS MBA job openings are there. He can use that opportunity and get very good package if he has a very good skills.
That's a good message, bro. So what is your recommendation for a candidate who is doing in a non-premier B school but still he wants to get high in life, he wants to go to a high post or he wants to join a tier 1 company? What he should do in which places he have to work while doing his MBA?
He needs to do a lot of certification courses. You have digital marketing course, data analytics course, then advanced Excel, Power BI and all those things. So he needs to excel in that and gain more exposure so that when it comes to interview, he can easily excel and crack the interview.
Oh, That's really great to hear, bro. So you had 2 years of work experience. How was that life and how hectic was that?
Like I worked in a engineering related company, so I used all my knowledge which I gained from engineering, all my the experience which my mentors told in engineering. So I used all those skills, and it was a really very wonderful experience after that engineering and having 2 years work experience. After that, when you step into MBA, the atmosphere itself will change, and we will excel in life. We can become an excellent manager after having certain experience and doing MBA.
Beautiful, bro. So the final question, bro.
Yeah.
So MBA, this is the buzzword in everyone's mouth. Can everyone do MBA? Is it like only engineering grads can do MBA, or BCom grads do? Can anyone who is from any stream can do MBA, or it's like only certain people can do MBA?
It's not up to the limit that only engineering graduates and commerce graduates can do. We can see even now doctors and dentists and other kind of related field are doing MBA, so that they can become an excellent managers and leaders. So I personally feel that for engineering graduates, after having certain experience, they can easily jump into an MBA course and they can excel in life.
Okay, bro. Another final question. Sorry for this. Yeah. So they are saying that MBA is overrated. Is it really overrated, or it's worth the cost which you are paying to the institutions?
Now, I personally feel that it is kind of a little bit overrated. That without MBA you can become a successful people in life. That is totally fake. Unless you have skills, dedication towards a particular task, you can excel in life. Just having a single degree or without doing a higher education itself, he can excel in life. But I personally feel that I did MBA because to become an excellent manager.
That's really great, bro. Yeah. Hope all our viewers would have got to know about the inside and outside of MBA as well as engineering and the reality of MBA and how their life at MBA will be. Soon we'll be doing a lot of podcast with our friend who is an MBA grad. Thank you for coming to this podcast, bro. Thank you.